Hello, I'm Gunhild Lorenzen, and for many, many years I belonged to the club of people pleaser. Do you belong to the club as well? So many of us do. We try to please. We dress in a certain way in order to please. We do not say what we would like to say in order to please. Or we say something that we don't mean in order to please. We don't show up. We don't, we are not loud. We are not visible. So many variations that we use in order to please. But let me ask you, who? Who do you want to please? Who do you really want to please? Because with whoever you are, in whatever situation you are, where you feel you want to please, you don't know. You don't really know whether it really is what the other person likes or would like from you. So you think you need to dress in a gray suit, let's say, and suppress your impulse of having colors, a colorful, a flowing dress, or a pink shirt for a man, and you don't do it because you feel you need to please. Who will notice? And who actually is behind this idea of pleasing? Are you still pleasing your mother or your father or your husband or the mayor of your town or the church people? I don't know. Society. So you are afraid of being judged negatively. But I tell you, the bad news is that, first of all, people will judge you anyway. So whether you wear a gray suit or whether you wear a colorful dress or shirt, if people want to judge you, they do it anyway. And they see you through their lenses. So if ever you have the idea that you would like to please, you cannot be sure that you succeed because you do not know what's going on in other people's mind. And the other bad news is that most of us are just busy with ourselves. We just perceive our life through our lenses and are concerned with our busyness and do not really notice whether you please or not. So it actually is a futile business, this pleasing business. And when I became aware of it, when I realized that I dressed in a certain way, let's stay with this because it's so tangible. One person said to me, "Oh, wow, this looks really good. It pleases my eye." And another person would come along and say, "Wow, this really doesn't match. It doesn't match with your eyes or with the color of your hair or whatever." So I pleased one person, I didn't please the other, but did I please myself? This is the key point. Ask yourself what it is that you want to wear, to say, to do, to be. Because the pleasing, as I said, is futile. You never know whether it's true, whether you really please. And so you can just drop it, let go, and maybe become aware of the fear that's underneath the pleasing, the fear of being rejected, the fear of being negatively judged, and ultimately the fear of not being liked, or a step further, of not being loved. Well, whether you are loved or liked by others, this is anyway a temporary thing. And the love of your mother or your father, you will not be able to recuperate today by pleasing whoever. So, what's the solution? Very simple. First step, as always, become aware, be aware when you are pleasing, in what situation you do something that is not exactly what you mean or what you feel, that you express an opinion that's not exactly yours, but a little bit towards what you think the other person wants to hear. So, first step, as always, awareness. Take one day, one single simple day, and be aware of the many times when you derail, when you do something, say something, dress in a certain way with this idea that it might please somebody or society. Now, this is step one, awareness. And step two is maybe for the next day, not the same day. You can also take some days for training your awareness of your pleasing attitude. So the second step then is to ask yourself, what would please me, myself? What would I like? What is my opinion? What dress would I like to wear today? And of course, you're not obliged to always utter your opinion and have something to say to everything. No, 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 I'm not saying that. But do not say something that is not in line with what you really think or feel. So, step two, dare to be more truthful to yourself. Because I can assure you, the more you please yourself, the more truthful you are with yourself, the better you will feel. The better you will feel about yourself. And as everything, as I always say, like learning how to play the piano, exercise is the key. So after some days, some weeks, some months of awareness, take the next step and dare to say what you have to say, or dare to not say, even if somebody expects you to say something. And dare maybe to use the color, wear the color that you feel would feel good on you today. So exercise, 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 pleasing yourself. But I understand, I can hear you even say, how do I know what it is that pleases myself? Because for so many years, I just tried to please others. So then take step 2A, and 2A is finding out. Trial and error is always a good teacher. Try this, red, and feel how red feels. Try blue and feel how blue feels. And if you like to see what others think or how others react, take it in, but as an observation, not as the truth. You're on your way to your own truth and to pleasing yourself. This people-pleasing thing is like an epidemic. So many people try to please others, and it gets all messed up. Because if everybody would just please themselves, life would be much easier. We would know where the other person is, what she feels, what she thinks, what she really feels and thinks. And we would be much clearer for others. They would know what we think, what we really think, and then they can decide whether they want to be with us or not. And you will experience that you will survive, even if somebody doesn't like you, in your new, more authentic way. So, as I said, I left the club many years ago after becoming aware, and it makes me feel good about myself. The other truth is that there are many people who like me the way I am, more and more myself. Changing, we are changing, that's for sure. But I stay true to myself. I stay true to myself here today, sharing this with you. And I hope you start being aware when you please and just let go of it. Please yourself. Bye bye and see you soon. It will continue. I have more news for you soon. Bye.